Hello and welcome. Now, in this video, we're going to take a quick and meaningful journey through the evolution of psychology and how it went from ancient philosophical ideas to a real scientific field. Okay, let's dive in. So let's start way back to ancient Greece. Early psychology was really a part of philosophy. Think of Plato and Aristotle. These were deep thinkers trying to figure out what makes humans tick. Plato believed in rationalism, the idea that knowledge comes from reason and logical thinking, while Aristotle, Plato's student, leaned more toward empiricism, which is the idea that we learn through experience and that we can observe with our senses. Now, these debates about reason and experience, soul versus body, really set the stage for what psychology would become. Now, psychology officially became a science in 1879 when William Wundt, a German physiologist, opened the first psychology lab in Leipzig, Germany. He used controlled experiments to study the structure of conscious experience. This approach was called structuralism. It really was a theory that focused on analyzing basic components of the mind, like sensations and feelings. Now, from there, psychology really took off in a different direction. Functionalism formed, which was founded by William James, and focused on the purpose of behavior and mental processes, basically how they help us adapt and survive. Then psychoanalysis, developed by Sigmund Freud, and emphasized unconscious thoughts and early childhood experiences. And then there's behaviorism, which was led by John Watson and B.F. Skinner, and they rejected the mind entirely and focused only on observable behavior. Then came humanistic psychology, which was championed by Abraham Maslow and Carl Rogers, which brought back ideas about free will and growth and human potential. And then psychology developed into more of a scientific discipline and even more diverse than ever. We've got the cognitive perspective, which focused on thinking and memory and problem solving. Then the biological perspective, about how the brain and body influence behavior, and then the cultural perspective of how culture shapes what we do, and even the evolutionary perspective, which looks at behavior through the lens of natural selection. But the key thing is that all these approaches rely on evidence-based research backed by careful scientific observation and analysis. So now today, psychology has truly become a modern science. Okay, let's wrap up. Now, we've taken a quick journey through the evolution of psychology from its roots in ancient philosophy with thinkers like Plato and Aristotle to the birth of modern psychology in the late 1800s, when the first experimental and scientific lab was established. We explored how early schools of thought like structuralism and functionalism set the stage on how psychoanalysis and behavioralism then developed and brought new perspectives. Now we can fast forward to today, where psychology is a thriving science grounded in evidence-based research. It draws from cognitive, biological, and cultural perspectives, and it's applied everywhere from healthcare to education to business. As we move forward in this course, keep in mind psychology isn't just a set of facts. It's a dynamic and evolving science that continues to grow with new discoveries and deeper insights into human behavior. All right, now let's keep exploring what psychology can teach us and how it is truly a science.